In what I hope is not a terribly long video, I'm going to go ahead and work on pulling some of that off. Maybe even get the hood into my truck. But yeah, let's get this bumper and these lights pulled. It's never fun. Okay, now it is a little chilly in here, so we're going to deal with that. I'm going to edit this all up. I hope I'm talking loud enough because I don't own a fancy microphone or anything like that. We might do that this year. And I'm blind. I got old. So, well, there definitely promises to be a little editing here. Okay, finally got my little adapter out. So now, and my hands are cold. So here's the light assembly. Now this has that Spaghetti Engineering early LED style stuff. So there's boards in there, and then these are what plug in. And the beauty there is even if the socket falls out, it still stays lit up. Unlike having a light bulb down in your trunk, which is what used to happen, and it drove us crazy. You'll see it in 67, 68, and then in 69 they added a little lock thing. But that also fails all the time. So let me move the camera here real quick. In here you can see, so we've got our wiring harness sitting here and one of the clips, which will keep with the light, and it screws. But I've got to do the other light, but then you'll see there's also a wire that goes down to the reverse lights. There's a wire that goes down for the license plate light. And then this cover comes off, and that's going to give me access in here to get the lock cylinder out. I'm not too worried about the trunk latch, but I need the lock cylinder. So, unfortunately, the trunk latch has to come out. So, it's little things like that. Just a couple minutes here, a couple minutes there. You know, just get all this stripped. And then, so, let me get this light stripped. I don't even know if I'm in frame. Let me get this light stripped and disconnect the connectors for down below, and then we'll pop this off and take a look in here and show you what all that looks like. Okay, so now we no longer have tail lights, and the rear body harness is rolled forward a little. Getting it up through this space is always fun, but we got it. So we'll keep working. Let me get this cover off and we'll show you the filler neck. And we'll get at yanking the lock cylinder. Not going to pull the filler neck at this stage, but you can see its a little protecto sleeve here. So that's part of that. And then there's actually a, from down here, if the license plate was out, you would see there's actually a little cavity and a coupler. We'll probably be showing that here in a little bit. Starting to be a little less, but it's time to address the backup lights. Not my favorite, but it's got to be done. You can see there's a lot less in here, and like I said, we're not going to deal with this until I know what we're doing with the fuel system. I don't want to have to pull all that if I don't have to. Well, luckily we got couplers there and some wiring there because I had forgotten because it's been so long. The gas tank can't be in here for me to get at all those. I know on the screen it probably looks like there's a ton of room, but that's it. So, fuel tank is going to be coming out when we do those reverse lights. See? That was such a traumatic experience, I blocked it out of my mind. Gotta be done, but not today. And then just another gotta remember stuff. The smooth short one is here, and I'm sure that was to clear that blockout panel. And then the others are regular. Okay, we've got ornaments and everything off. I've got a missing speed nut I gotta find. It's in here somewhere. Alright, so told you it'd be a pretty short video. Just getting a little bit done. I did bring him a dash pad and some 3/32 drill bits, which I was supposed to do, although I couldn't find any of mine, so I just swung through, do it, and bought a few. And the fuel system has to drop. Not real happy about that. But it's really the only realistic way to get those reverse lights out. And it solves some other problems. Every time we open another thing, it's another can of worms. Makes me nervous. So, anyway, I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this car can be back together in no time. But I know better. In interest of closing another video out, ShopDog says, hey, you did shoot a video. I haven't listened to it. I know I'm going to sound terrible on it, but I may be able to put something together showing removing these lights and putting in the little fittings on the window trim, you know, getting most of the rear pulled, coming to the remembrance that I do have to pull the fuel tank to get the backup lights out, so that's coming out no matter what. Is what it is. So anyway, oh, and on the close of this video, I'm going to mention too, because you're supposed to do that we got shirts now, and they're pretty cool, and I'm pretty happy. This one's the 3 things at a time. I think I'm wearing How Hard Can It Be? And ShopDog thought this was pretty fun. So anyway, hopefully that video makes sense and I don't sound too bad. Thanks for watching.